All right, how's it going? Welcome back, everybody, to another video. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I wanted to go ahead and do a video because yesterday we got a PlayStation State of Play, and it was focusing mostly on, I think, actually all of it was focusing on Hogwarts Legacy. And we got a 14-minute trailer, and it has to do with actual gameplay, and it shows off certain things that we'll be doing in the game. And I'm really excited to check this one out. I haven't really been the biggest fan of Harry Potter in the past. Like, I know I haven't seen, well, my parents have seen all the movies growing up, and I know we went to go see one of the last parts in theaters. I can't remember even what the last ones were called. Not the Half-Blood Prince. It was the very last ones, because I know there were two parts to them. There was the one, was it the Half-Blood Prince part 1 and part 2? It could have been. I don't know. For some reason, I'm thinking of something else. But I'm thinking it might be something else. But nonetheless, I haven't seen too many of them. I'm familiar with the world, though, of it all and what goes on. But they're making a game called Hogwarts Legacy that's coming out soon. I can't remember when it's exactly coming out. Maybe, hopefully, we'll get a release date in the video. But I know it'll be available on PlayStation, PC, and Xbox consoles. So we'll all be able to play it and get involved in this. And I can't wait to see what this is about. It looks good so far. I saw like probably the first 2 minutes, but I saved the majority of it for this video today. So let's go ahead and just get into this. Let's not waste any time. And let's see what we got. This game's supposed to be big. I remember when they announced it, people were losing their minds. Kind of like with the Golem video game. People are really excited for that one too. All right, Avalanche. Portkey Games in Wizarding World.
Lumos.
Think you're doing here, humans?
So we'll have sexy horsemen. Oh, that music.
Welcome to Hogwarts Legacy. You're a new student at the famed School of Witchcraft and Wizardry with a unique ability to manipulate powerful ancient magic hidden in the wizarding world. You'll need to uncover what's behind the return of this forgotten magic and who is seeking to harness it to destroy wizard kind, as you may be the one that decides the fate of the entire wizarding world.
Interesting.
But before you can study magic and begin to solve these mysteries, you must create the witch or wizard you want to be. When you arrive at Hogwarts, you will be sorted into one of the
right with the hat, houses, and it'll tell you where you're going.
Ravenclaw or Slytherin. After you settle into your dormitory, you will meet up with your housemates in the.
Oh, so will it be randomized? Let me see. I don't think he mentioned that, but oh no, not the volume. Because I know in the movie, the hat picked, assigned you what you were doing based on you. Like, the hat wore you wore the hat, and it was able to basically like feel you and get in tune with you and tell what you would be best at. So I'm wondering if it'll be like a randomization or a random thing where every time you put on the hat with the new character, you'll get something new. I'm pretty sure that's what it'll be like.
When you arrive at Hogwarts, you will be sorted into one of the 4 Hogwarts houses: Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, or Slytherin. After you settle into your dormitory, you will meet up with your housemates in the common room. You will then need to attend classes, and you do have some catching up to do, as you are starting Hogwarts late as a 5th year.
So you are the
wow.
student.
Okay.
You'll begin your studies attending Charms, Defense Against the Dark Arts, Herbology, and Potions classes, to name a few.
Ooh. Ooh, hello.
The newest rose in our garden.
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge.
The best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
All the different professors and how weird they are. I wonder how colorful all their characteristics will be.
You may begin.
Because in the movies, they were wild.
Not bad for a beginner.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school.
Here, you'll meet your professors and learn to cast.
And all of them looked like what they did in the movie. I remember this being in the movie. The pot blowing up
spells,
like that.
grow magical
Yeah, I remember
plants,
that in the movie.
grow potions and more. In between classes, you'll be able to explore the castle famous for its secrets, enchantments, and mysteries. You'll discover dungeons and secret passageways.
Ooh.
As
Wow.
well as challenging puzzles.
Okay,
that
that's
will
cool.
require magical skill and a clever mind to solve.
And you could go into the painting. Oh, it's just
You
it's a
may
secret
even find
door.
yourself in iconic locations you've never been able to explore before.
Are you serious? This is what? Sorry about that, you guys. I don't know what that was. I was having a little minor difficulties for a sec. It wasn't loading, so I just had to quit out YouTube, boot it back up, and everything's working just fine. So let's go ahead and get back into this.
Skill and a clever mind to solve. You may even find yourself in iconic locations you've never been able to explore before.
Right, I remember those little guys.
It's the late 1800s, so while the common rooms and
Okay.
classes may be familiar, most of your professors will not be. However, you may recognize a few faces.
All in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the Headless Hunt, I'll be right there with them. This offering is sure to win them over.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
You'll come to know this eclectic group of talented witches and wizards in class and while completing side assignments that are part of a special curriculum. One's
Okay.
designed to help you catch up with the other fifth years at your own speed.
That was gonna be cool when we get into that. Ooh, dangerous mystery.
Opportunities for adventure abound in the area surrounding Hogwarts. The magical abilities you learn to master through your schoolwork will soon become tested as you unravel a dangerous mystery by working alongside the accomplished and yet enigmatic Professor Fig to try and discover if the rumors of a mounting goblin rebellion hold any weight, and if the safety of Hogwarts lies in the balance.
I have opinions differ as to how
Okay.
great this really is.
I ain't playing no games.
Are capable of so much more than people realize.
The wizarding world of this era is fraught with dangers. Creatures corrupted by a magic.
So this is actual gameplay here.
Goblins, and sinister witches and wizards, all willing to fight, even kill, to achieve their own goals. In fact, there's an uneasy alliance between the
The
goblins and
combat
dark
is
wizards.
gonna be pretty nasty. Watch.
Child when they came to Hogsmeade, that all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who is this child? Do you not telling me?
But perhaps you shouldn't involve yourself with that just yet.
Let's go.
Ooh. Yeah, the sceneries are gonna be wild, unlike the level of Elden Ring. And I hope that's seamless, it's smooth, and because I know people would say, oh, well, you could tell that looks, you know, gimmicky and...
Possess unique defensive and offensive abilities, including blasting curses, stunning spells, enchanted weaponry, and more. While some may attack directly, others might enchant and incapacitate you.
Wow.
Mastery of the shield charm allows you to deflect ranged spells and direct weapon strikes. Counterattack with powerful stunning charms, allowing you to follow up with extended spell combinations.
This looks like it could be pretty insane. Like I said, in the combat.
Students
As
who
far as
are
combat
particularly
goes.
adept at spellcasting will find many ways to exploit their enemy's weakness.
Ooh. Damn, I didn't know they could do that.
Slam with Descendo. Roast with Incendio.
Ooh.
Devastate your enemies using various finishes. You can even use
Damn.
powerful magic your
That's that
professors do not understand
Avengers
to
type
erase
Hulk
your strongest
Loki move.
spells. Mixing and matching dozens of spells will let you define your combat style. On your path to become the ultimate duelist.
Yeah, the combat looks pretty good. It looks like it'll be pretty nasty in this game. And I'm wondering if you'll have co-op or not.
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each
Ooh.
other to pieces on your own time.
In addition to classes and spells, you'll have access to a deep set of upgrades, talents, and skills to aid your progression as a wizard.
Okay.
Complete challenges throughout the world to earn experience. Level up your abilities by choosing talents to upgrade your spells, plants, and potions to increase their power. Decide which talents best fit your playstyle to allow you to focus
So that's
on your
stealth,
favorite types of magic.
obviously, but that's
You can
insane.
also loot, buy, or craft your own magical gear that will increase your
What?
offensive and defensive capabilities in combat. Gear can be upgraded and specialized to allow for greater abilities for your chosen playstyle.
Use a strong, even motion when cutting your ingredients.
What? You even have to cut them a certain way?
Spells are not the only tools at your disposal in combat. As you hone your wand skills, you can continue to further your magical education at Hogwarts, progressing your development as a witch or wizard. Brew potions that can increase your power when you...
So, just one sec. I don't want to do this too much. Haven't done it too much. So, I'm pretty good with the pausing. But what I wanted to mention was the depth that they can go. For me, I tend to find myself always overthinking. And I kind of think, because my mind goes places, you know, I think, okay, well, we can have all these potions we can do and these different spells we can conjure up, and then we can get in a book. I assume it'll be some kind of book or note you can hold all your spells and the stuff, the knowledge you've gained in. If not, that's a missed opportunity, but I'm pretty sure it'll be something like that. But I'm just thinking the depth in which they can go with the amount of spells they can do. Like, looking back at this screen, and even the past few, like even here when they were mixing the potions, the potions for the spell, you're most likely gonna have to remember like exactly what the professor tells you. But I know not all potions were the same, or not all spells were the same. Like, people had different spells, and I don't know if it was like towards, like, depending on who you are, that's what the spell you would get, and that's the spell you would conjure up, or if it was at first like orchestrated and you had to follow the professor's guidance, and then you could go ahead and experiment on your own with different spells from things you've learned. I think this is going to be one of the game's strong suits. Definitely is getting into the spell making, getting good at crafting the spells, and it has potential. This game already has potential to be a beast of a game. I don't know if it'll be game of the year. I mean, if this comes out this year, I mean, Elden Ring was a hell of a game. This game would have to beat Elden Ring. But I know this may sound brave to some, since we don't really know much of this game and what it can offer. But this game, out of all the other ones, if it comes out this year, out of all the other ones that are coming out this year, I feel this is the game, the only one from the ones that I can remember in my head, that could possibly rival Elden Ring and could possibly knock it off its mantle. but that's Elden Ring got a 97 Metacritic score. Games don't get that high ever usually. Resident Evil 4 has a 96. Metroid Prime 4 has a 97. You know, so you're talking about two great games that have similar scores. And then Elden Ring, those games that I mentioned were old. Elden Ring's 2022. Not many games nowadays get in the 97s. That is something that will take a lot. But this game has potential to be just that. And I assume it's an open world. It looks like it. And I just hope the variety of spell making is not lackluster. I hope there's hours on hours on hours of spells and different things you can make and conjure up that can help you. And kind of like Elden Ring, where there's the different, you know, exotic swords, and there's the legendary swords, the legacy swords you could only get. There's the good ones you can find, and then there's the not so good ones, but they're still interesting. And then there's like the insane god roll ones. And I'm hoping we could see a variety in this game regarding spells as we can in Elden Ring regarding swords, you know, and armor and stuff. I'm really hoping we can find a variety like that in this game with spells, potions, all of that. This game could be something great. And if they add a solid online feature, PvP or PvE with online players, yeah.
Progressing your development as a witch or wizard.
If this game came out, I would assume it'd come out during fall time. That just sounds like that just feels like a good time for a Harry Potter movie or game. Harry Potter in general.
You can even unleash deadly mandrake seedlings to incapacitate unsuspecting.
Oh, wow, I remember those things.
In Beasts class, you will learn about a variety of magical beasts you might encounter, both at school and as you explore the world surrounding the castle and its grounds.
The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely.
Wow, and there's your traversal tool.
Recommended so that you may travel around the world more quickly.
Right.
I want you to do my herbology homework.
You're despicable.
Some abilities may be taught to you by students who become your friends. As you develop relationships with these schoolmates, they can accompany you on your journey as your companions.
Right. Okay.
And over time, you'll learn their stories.
Quest lines and stuff they may have. NPCs, different ones.
Natsai Onai is a brave adventurer driven by the justice she seeks. Poppy Sweeting has a kind heart and loves magical beasts, connecting with them more easily than with humans.
Magical Beasts. Isn't that one of the movies that are connected to Harry Potter? Fantastic Beasts or something, and where to find them?
Is Sebastian Sallow, a charismatic Slytherin.
We've been over this, boy. Triple-Fix cannot reverse a curse.
With a troubling family secret.
Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
You'll meet these students and more as you explore common.
That violin's playing itself over there. You saw that? To the left? Or to the right, sorry. Ooh, the room of requirement. Is that pot over there jigging? You saw that in the back?
Is known as the room of requirement.
Yeah, see that pot down there? Ooh. Ooh, so this is the crafting feature, isn't it? T-shaped potion station, a T-shaped table with 3 burners to brew potions. Resources required, moonstone. This guy has 959 moonstone. Already duplicating, huh? Potion station budget. 1 out of 2. Progress room of requirement missions to increase the budget. Style. Scientific T-shaped potion stations. Oh, yeah. You see, you could change the different styles of them. Is that a bonsai tree? The one to the right of the style that's already selected. So there's customization, which is amazing. Yes, that's fantastic. I love that.
Sense what you need and then provides it.
Ooh. Wait. I'm sorry. Did it say it senses what you need?
Introduced to this space that seems to sense what you need and then provides
wow. Wow. So is it like reading your playstyle?
The room provides space for you to sow and harvest plants, brew potions, and upgrade your gear.
Okay. Fertilizer. Wow. Oh man, this game can have so much depth.
You discover vivariums that allow you to nurture your own menagerie of magical beasts.
What is it? Deek isn't sure. Only one way to find out.
You can freely customize this space to
A
reflect your
cottage.
personality and
Wow.
magical specialties.
And that's in that thing? That's in that little house thing that just made itself grow? What? Beyond the castle walls.
Not everything you need on your journey is available at Hogwarts. You'll want to visit the nearby wizarding village of Hogsmeade, where loads of shops and vendors can provide you with the supplies you require.
I see something about me that I love, and I wish that FromSoft does this again, is this scenery right here. I love the way the buildings look with the lights, the old-timey look of it. I love like the werewolf type Van Helsing or even Hansel and Gretel type themes, because I love Halloween. Halloween has forever been one of my most favorite, most beloved holidays ever. It always has been. And I just love the spooky vibes from it, you know, the ghoulish spook vibes. And then you get a scenery like this. I could imagine pumpkins, all kinds of stuff, you know, getting ready for the holidays. I don't know if they'll do that for Halloween, if they'll throw in something, if it'll be accurate to do so. Because I can see some people getting mad if Halloween is not supposed to be in Harry Potter or the world of Harry Potter and it is in there. I can see people getting mad about it. But I love this scenery, and I would love for FromSoft to make a similar game to Bloodborne, but a newer type Bloodborne game. Maybe not Bloodborne 2, because I know Hidetaka Miyazaki doesn't like redoing old games and old things they've done before. But it would be interesting to see them do something like that again in newer graphics. And then maybe a little further in the future from Bloodborne. I think that'd be interesting. But this looks, I love it. I love the nightlife.
Ingredients and recipes.
I love that feeling.
To seeds for magical plants to all sorts of gear. But Hogsmeade also has its dangerous side. A band of dark witches and wizards, emboldened by the turmoil of the times, wander the village outskirts. You must avoid them or defeat them. As you explore, you'll find
look at that. That looks so great at night.
Is alive with activity, wonders, and areas of unusual interest. As the school year progresses, dynamic seasons and climates will
wow, that's cool.
Or coat the ground with snow or rain.
That is cool.
Let's pepper the countryside, each with vendors and residents who have stories to tell and missions with which they could use your assistance.
Okay. Yeah, it's setting up a play.
Magical puzzles that may very well have been designed by Merlin himself when he was a student at Hogwarts. Magical beasts.
And Merlin is a really, really intelligent, gifted sorcerer, right? I assume. I've heard of him.
And their traps. If you're feeling benevolent, you can rescue them and restore them to health in the Room of Requirement. But there are dangers beyond your understanding in the world as well. Dungeons and vaults hold perilous threats and also untold rewards.
Ooh.
Be careful where you choose to explore, as it may lead you down a darker path. Master spells. Befriend new allies. Journey across a landscape never seen before. Uncover ancient secrets. Combat mystical threats. Learn long-forgotten mysteries. Become the witch or wizard you want to be as you leave your unique mark on the wizarding world. Here, in Hogwarts Legacy.
That's so cool. The Pegasus. Wow, okay. Holiday 2022, what'd I tell you? What I tell you, I knew it had to be somewhere in the fall time, fall, winter, October, November time. I knew it had to be in that time. I hope. Is there anything else before oh no, it's it. That's it. I was about to say, I hope it does not get delayed. Dead Space remake was already delayed. I think I covered that. Yeah, I covered that in my last video of Dead Space. It was delayed until 2023, but they're trying to push it. Motive Studios is trying to push it to early 2023. So hopefully we won't have to wait too long for Dead Space remake. But I hope this game does not get pushed back. I mean, if they need the time, they need the time. But I would love if we could go back to the day that devs can fully make games and not announce them preemptively and not announce release dates preemptively. Metroid Prime 4. But this game, as I mentioned, is one of the only ones that I could see that could possibly rival Elden Ring. So it depends. If this game comes out in December, I think it's from November, like 20 something onward. Games can no longer be eligible for Game of the Year. So if this game comes out at a certain time past that date, like there's a certain cutoff date well before the Game Awards itself, where games cannot be in that year's Game Awards, if that makes sense. So I think it's like November 20th or so onward. So November 20th and after that, games that release after that time can no longer be in the 2022 Game Awards. Those, even though they're still released in 2022, they'd be in the 2023 Game Awards, if that makes sense. So we should be seeing Halo in the 2022 Game Awards this year. And because it released in December. And I think all of December time, no matter what, if a game releases in December, it goes to the next year's Game Awards because it's not given enough time to sit. Reporters don't have enough time, journalists don't have enough time to properly rate the game, and they'll be trying to half-ass it at that point, and that's not how you do it. The way to properly do it is to give it time. So that's why they most likely push it off to the year after. It's not a fair challenge or a chance at all. But if this game comes out before that cutoff time, this game is the only one that I can see rivaling that of Elden Ring, depending on the variety of it. Elden Ring dropped seamless. When it released, I had little to no bugs. I saw no bugs at all. No graphical glitches. All the storyline works. All the storylines worked. All the dungeons performed great. I didn't get any frame rate drops. I didn't get disconnected from anything. It was like everything was seamless. It was one of the most perfectly crafted and built and balanced games that have released. And this game was actually completed when it released. It didn't have all these crazy glitches. Like even Dying Light 2, when I recorded that entire gameplay on my channel, one video I titled, I think, technical difficulties, something like that. And it was where literally the volume just started wigging out on me, and it was like a loud screech in my headphones, and I had to fix it. The way I fixed it is I had to quit out the game, and that ended up happening after I didn't have, because I played the game while recording and off of recording. So even off of recording, when I wasn't playing with headphones or any of that, it still happened. So that was a glitch in the game itself. It wasn't any of my software, any of my recordings, or any of that. My mic, none of that. It was the game. And I know there was a lot of glitches. I faced them too, where you couldn't progress in a mission because the mission gets locked and you have to quit out your game, quit out the application, then boot it back up, then it works. I didn't have nothing like that with Elden Ring. If this game can drop seamlessly and work seamlessly, because with games like Dying Light Elden Ring and even Hogwarts Legacy, these are meaty games. This is the meat and potatoes of the gaming world. You know, this is the games gamers such as me and all you guys watching really look forward to. These are the games we're like, yeah, these are the ones that like once in a lifetime type games. And if they're done right, these games are 10 out of 10 masterpieces. Most games we've been getting recently have not been that. They've been solid, but not masterpieces like Elden Ring. This game can possibly be those once in a lifetime masterpieces we get to see, and that is well written, well structured, and it just releases well balanced. If this game can come out, like I said, without all the glitches, without all the audio issues and all that, this game can be insane. This game can be one of the best games that have ever released, and it could possibly give Elden Ring a run for its money. Possibly. Those are some really big shoes to fill now, because like I said, Elden Ring already has a 97 on Metacritic, and I don't think there's any other game that's gotten over a 97. I don't think there's not one game out there that's ever gotten 100 on Metacritic. I think the most is 97. So this game would have to at least rival it to where it hits that 97 mark to be as good as Elden Ring. But I'm excited for this. This looks great. This game actually looks fantastic. This is another game that I'm actually pretty excited for. I've seen it, didn't really give it too much attention when I saw the initial release trailer for it. But now seeing it more in depth, them going into full depth about what we could see, what we have to look forward to in this kind of game. Yeah, this game looks like it'll be like a Elden Ring, but with magic. Harry Potter's version of Elden Ring, basically. And if they can knock it out of the park, then all power to them. I would definitely be purchasing this game. If they have a collector's edition, I wonder if it'll have a wand in it. That'd be so cool. That'd be pretty cool. I'm getting a job soon. I'm looking already, so I will be working well before this game comes out. So I will definitely be able to get a lot more of these collector's editions and have them for you guys. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. Yeah, let's get a conversation started in the comments below. What are you guys most excited for out of everything we saw here today? What mostly intrigues all of you guys? I know most people are probably going to say the spells and the possible variety that it can offer. Because I know that's what mine is. The spells, potions, the room that can literally tell what you need. It can like predict what you need and make it for you, grow the plants you need. And that's insane. That is insane. And that is probably one of the biggest features I'm going to run towards quickly is the spells. And I'm going to want to get to those as quick as I can, learn as many as I can. Nonetheless, so I hope you guys enjoyed. This game looks like it could be something great, and I'm hoping it does deliver on its promise. I hope it releases as it should. I hope there doesn't need to be any pushback or nothing. I hope we could get this game this year, fully released and fully ready to be released, like a complete game. Nonetheless, though, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.